Hey, what's up, guys? So we're back with baseball. Guys. I'm very excited. Last season was amazing for us in baseball. We were part of this thing called SoBet, and inside of SoBet, we were one of the best people inside of SoBet for baseball. We ended up deciding to go on our own and separate from SoBet, and that's when we went into our Winnable and made our own kind of channel. So, anyways, what I'm trying to say is that we had an amazing season last season in baseball. So we want to start off very strong. And one of the key things that we look at is the pitching. We also look at obviously if they're on a 3-game winning or 3 back-to-backs and stuff like that. If they're traveling, things like that. So there's a lot of things that we look at. I'm not going to try to go into all the strategies right here, but I do want to share one play for you guys. I already actually shot a video today. You guys want to go check that out. But here, let me just show you guys what it is. Let me see. Give me 1 second. And I'm going to give you guys 2 plays. I'll give you one in baseball, and I'm going to give you guys one in the NBA. So let me see. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. Give me a second. So this is the video I shot right here. You can see it's a Boston Red Sox play. I believe that the Boston Red Sox are going to beat the hell out of the Rangers. So reason being is the pitching. So this guy Crochet, he was with the White Sox and now he's with the Boston. And I was looking at some stats for the what do you call it for spring training and stuff like that. He's a much better pitcher than Ovaldi for the Rangers. So, anyways, having said that, I'll give you guys the play right now. But before I do, please go on the link in the description. If you guys are interested in the 1-week pass, just type in the word Beast Week, and you'll get 50% off the VIP. Also in Discord, I'm not going to get into it right here, but there's a lot of people that are inside the Discord now, and they're all sharing their picks and their wins. And one guy even had a sweep yesterday for a bunch of different plays that he was doing. So we're constantly grinding there. It's very cheap. It's $10 a month, and it's a lot of value. So, anyways, I wanted to show that. I'm going to go through this NBA thing right here. I already have an NBA, which I'm going to give you, and I want to kind of just go through the whole thing. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because what I do is I actually look at the NBA the night before. So last night I was already looking at some of the stuff. I already found 4 teams that I really like. I put 2 of them together already. And then the other 2 are very expensive, so I have to take a little bit more of a slower approach to that. So that's why I want to kind of go through this slip right here. But let me give you the baseball right now, and then I'll talk about basketball. So let me do that. Give me a second. So here's the slip for baseball. The first play, the first play for baseball for this season is going to be Boston Red Sox, first 5 innings. And again, it's a pitching play. And what happens in baseball especially is it's not like basketball. Obviously, if you guys know the sport, one of the best pitchers can be on the mound and they can be winning the game. And then at the end, his arm gets tired. So they'll be out by the 5th inning or whatever. And then the sorry-ass pitcher comes in and backs them up, and then they lose the game. So anyways, this is a very strong strategy, is go to the first 5 innings. And also I'm going to be looking at the strikeouts. But I didn't have time to look at the strikeouts before I hopped on this live. So I don't know if I will today, but I will definitely start looking at the strikeouts. So anyways, this guy's one of the stronger strikeouts guys. It's what's his name? Crochet. And first of all, he's very strong for strikeouts. Secondly, it's the first 5 innings, which is only going to be for him. And then third is that he strikes out a lot of left-handers, and Texas Rangers have a lot of lefties. So there's a strong pitching play right there. Let me go back over here. I'm going to go into basketball now. So I do like the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I like the Pacers. So let me kind of go through the Cavaliers. Actually, I love the Cavaliers. They're going against the Spurs. There's not much information that I can give you, just that they're very good. and these guys are not. It's very simple. I'm not going to get into it here. I will just tell you the line did move towards Cleveland. It was at minus 12.5 yesterday. Now it's minus 14. So the line was already massive, and it's still going more towards Cleveland. They have a much better record. They're one of the best teams, and the Spurs are just simply not. Once they lost Wembanyama, like right during the All-Star break, they just went to trash. So this one is a little tricky. The Dallas Mavericks and the Magic. I was looking at it last night, but I can't remember. So I'll just go through it real quick. It was saying that the Mavericks were supposed to win this. Thunder's money line would be way too expensive. I think the line currently is at, what is it? I can take a look. Thunder should win that game, but to get the money line, you're talking about minus 1,000 or something crazy. I can take a look actually. So let me see. So I'm gonna go to OddsJam, and I'll just take a quick look at the Thunder. If you're going with the Thunder money line, oh, it's not that crazy. I thought it was worse. Minus 380. What the hell? All right, it must be because I'm on the live. It's not letting me show it, but let me close this out. Give me a second. I wasn't expecting to show that page, so give me 1 second. Let me just reframe here. I don't know what the odds are for the Thunder. Let me see if I can see it without the money line for the Thunder is minus 385, minus 400. So the cheapest you can find it is minus 380, and the worst is 445. So I don't know if that's worth it unless you're going to parlay that together with the Cavaliers or something like that. I'm doing something very similar, but I'm not going with the Thunder. I do like the Thunder. I did take the Thunder, but the odds are expensive. And what I do want to share is I do like the Cavaliers. Sorry, that question threw me off a little bit. So let me get back to this. I do like the Thunder, to answer your question. So let's get back to this. Thunder, 35. This, you can see, this very similar trends right here. The projected scores, the Magic's supposed to win. It opened at a -7, but then it went down for the Magic, so it's going towards the Mavericks. The Mavericks are depleted as well. You can see the expected lineups. These are the injuries. Is this the injuries? Yeah. No, this is the expected lineup. This is the injuries. So Dinwiddie is on the expected lineup. Anyways, Mavericks are 5-4. Mavericks are 4-7. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is the Magic are supposed to cover this spread, but I don't trust them enough to cover against Dallas. Dallas is also getting a little bit better, so they're on an incline, and the Magic have been winning games, so it's too hard to tell. Let me see where the line is shifting. That'll give me a little bit better indication. So the line is shifting towards the Magic, which I don't like. All right, the Pacers versus the Wizards. Wizards are one of the worst teams in the NBA. They pretty much gave up for the season. Jordan Poole and some of the players definitely want to, they want to play, they want to win, but I don't think they're going to win, not even close. And on top of that, they're shooting to get, what's his name, Cooper Flag from the Duke. And the only way they can do that is if they have one of the shittiest records, which they're on par to do that. Look at that, 16-56 is their record. Pacers are 42-30. So anyways, Pacers are supposed to win this by 11. The line did shift from 11 to 12.5. This is one of my legs. So, Pacers is one of my legs for the parlay that I have. So what's up, Bully Fashion? So, yeah, anyways, it does show me that all the players are in today, Halliburton included. Let me see. Let me make sure on that. Where the hell is Indiana? Right here. So they have their entire squad in here. You could see these guys are very much depleted. Plus, these guys are not that good. 16 wins in the entire season. So the Pacers are going to win this game. I just don't know by how much. So the only thing I also noticed is that they don't cover spreads right here. You can see I know it's kind of hard to see, but right there it says 2-7 for the Pacers. So they've only covered the spread twice. And that line is shifting at a -12. However, the Wizards don't cover spreads either. So it's a little bit complicated to kind of understand all this stuff. But what I'm telling you is that the Pacers should win this game. I just don't think they're going to cover that entire spread, especially being that the Wizards are getting a little bit better. I'm not going to even look at this game. Some people were telling me to look at the Hawks. I don't like it at all. It's a very close contest. There's nothing that's telling me that it's going to one way or the other. You can see the Hawks. The line did shift very slightly towards the Hawks, but actually is going towards the Heat. So there's too many contradictions. There's too many things. I don't trust either one of those teams at all. So, anyways, the first leg that I'll give you is Pacers minus 3.5. And actually, I already talked about the other one. So I'll just give you the play right now. So it's going to be, let me pull this in here. So this is the play I'm going with. It's the Cavaliers minus 7.5 and the Pacers minus 3.5. That's the one I'm going with, guys. So I've given you 2 plays so far. It'll be the Red Sox first 5 innings, and that's a pitching play and going against lefties. And that pitcher is very, very, very good, especially in spring training and everything. He's already shown he can dominate. And then these guys here. So take a screenshot of that if you want. If you guys want to stick around, that's cool. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of go through the rest of the slates. I do like the, let's see. I'll just tell you who I like. So I like Cleveland, obviously. I like the Pacers. Obviously, I just gave that away. This one is going to be ridiculous because this is going to be a revenge game for the Lakers. They got embarrassed last time. There's nothing to tell me that the Bulls are going to win this. So they're even underdogs. You might want to look at the points for the Bulls, but I don't trust them at all, especially being that they got embarrassed and these guys are on a revenge game. But they've been losing games recently too. So there's nothing to tell me one way or the other. You can see how many injuries are over here. That's another reason to kind of look at staying away from the OKC unless you're going to take them on the money line. I do like OKC though, just so you know. And I love Houston here. So what I did last night, I took it at a very expensive odds, was the Houston money line and the Thunder money line. But it was like extremely expensive, like minus 210 or something crazy. So what I wanted to put that in so that I can take a look at the numbers today. So I didn't forget. So I'm going to go and look at the numbers. The line did not shift at all towards the Thunder. The Grizzlies are actually a decent team. And then the Rockets should dominate the hell out of the Jazz. So what you can do at this point is, so here's just a suggestion. Instead of getting the money line on both teams, so like money line OKC and money line Houston, what you can do instead is do like a minus 1.5 on OKC and like a minus 3.5 on Houston, just like I did this other ticket. So you can see I bought these back. The line is like 11.5 for Cavaliers. I bought it back like 5 points. The Pacers line is like minus 11. I bought it back to minus 3.5. So very similar concept, but you would do that smaller for OKC and larger for the Rockets. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Did that make sense? Let me know. I'll put it in the comments here. So I would probably do OKC minus 1.5 plus Houston minus maybe like a 4.5 or something like that. I have to look at the odds to kind of decide, but I'll put it in the comments there. So I just gave you guys 3 plays. I have a lot of props that I'm looking at. I'm looking at some shots on goal for McKenzie for NHL actually. So Uyghur, Kulich, Batherson, McMahon, and Gunther. So I'm looking at some shots on goal, which I'm going to look at right after this. I already have a bunch of props for the NBA. All this stuff, again, guys, is I talk a lot of this stuff inside the Discord. I share a lot of stuff inside the Discord. So this is basically the best bang for your buck. But if you want just the plays, you don't want to deal with listening to me or trying to catch every single play, and you just want the very best stuff, make sure you get the VIP right here. So you can check us out for 1 day or 1 week. You just type in the word Beast Week, and you'll get this for $25 for the week. So that's about it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to be hopping off here. And I do appreciate your time. That's why I gave you guys 3 plays. I really appreciate the guys that are here. And thanks, Okan. So I really do appreciate you guys. Just to show that much appreciation, I gave you guys an extra play. I was not planning on giving those 3 plays away. I actually shared these in the VIP this morning. So it's very, very clear that I do appreciate you guys. So I hope you see that. Thank you guys so much. Please make sure you subscribe. And let me see. Somebody's asking about the Kings. I made $300 last night off your advice on the Discord. Thanks, Bob. Richard, thank you, man. Let me take a picture of this. Give me a second. I'm gonna start saving some. I'm gonna start saving my testimonials because I'm gonna start selling a course, or not even a course. It's more like a video explanation on how I come up with all this information and how to read this information more than anything. And it's been very, very good. It's a good lifestyle. I love it. I wake up and then I look at sports and then I just pretty much talk about sports for half of my morning, and I love it. So I shared the slips in the Discord. Thank you, man. I'm gonna start taking screenshots of the Discord. I'll blur out the names, but I do appreciate the comment. So let me. Somebody's asking here. Trevor's asking about the Kings. So let me go in there and look at the Kings. Let's see. So okay. By the way, guys, real quick, if you want this data here that I have right here, you can see each game has about one page, a page and a half of information, and that takes us a long time. It literally takes one of my guys that works with me about an hour and 15 minutes to pull all the scrapers that we have and put it all into this format, and that is found down here, which is called True Edge Pro, and then you'll get access to exactly what I'm showing you right here. So if you guys are interested in that, that's what this is. It's the True Edge Pro. And I'm gonna be pushing the hell out of this a lot more. That way it's more like a software, I guess. Not a software, but just information. Where the hell are the Kings? Give me a second. You can see how many pages this is. It's 16 pages of information. And each page is about one game. All right. So Trailblazers, okay, I remember what happened here. Yesterday, I was looking at the Trailblazers to cover the spread. But it's not looking like that's going to happen. Now the line is being shifted towards the Kings. It started at a 5.5, and it's going towards a 6. You can see here the Kings are projected to win by 8. They opened at 5.5. Now this is actually a 6, so it's very, very slight movement. It just moved. The opening line on the over-unders I'm not looking at, but the money is heavily on over. So this is telling me Kamara is questionable, which he does make a difference, actually. And so is this Aviha guy. So that's a little bit questionable there. Let me confirm that. The Kings. So Malik Monk is questionable. These guys are supposed to be projected. This guy is questionable as well. Well, that's not even the same guy, sorry. Anyways, Malik Monk is the only one that looks like he's questionable for the starting lineup. So they should be decent. Sabonis is back as well, so that's good. Let me confirm that actually. Yeah, Sabonis is back. All right. So Trailblazers are 5-5. Trailblazers are 5-5. The Kings don't cover spreads. So if you're going to take the Kings, don't do it on the spread, especially if it's barely moving from a 5 to a 6. That's a clear indication that the books don't trust that they're going to cover the spread. So I hope that makes sense. The spread remains stable despite the ATS performance. So that's exactly what I just said, compared to Portland's more balanced record. So this suggests the market views the appropriate despite the team's recent ATM trends. So what this is saying is the Kings should win, but they should not be able to cover the spread, especially because I've been paying attention to the Trailblazers and they've been covering spreads a lot recently, and they've been beating decent teams as well. So you can see Trailblazers, well, now they were very good. They were very good at covering spreads, but now they're like flat at 5-5. But the Kings don't cover spreads. So I hope that makes sense. I'm not touching this game. I do believe the Kings will win, but I don't trust them enough. And they're just now finally getting back on track with Sabonis being back. And as well, they don't cover spreads. So for me, it would be a pass. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to say one more time the plays that I gave you guys, and then I'm going to hop out of here. So here we are. The Red Sox, first 5 innings, money line for the first 5 innings. Then we have Cleveland 7.5. Parlay that together with the Pacers -3.5. And then the last one is going to be, I don't have the slip. It's going to be OKC -1.5 and Houston -4.5. I got to go see what the odds are. So those numbers might change. I don't know. So again, guys, I'm going to hop off of here. I already shot a video. If you guys want to go check that out, I explained the baseball, the pitching and all that stuff. I'm going to go and hop off and do these players right here. So any input on the Orioles? I think one of my business partner actually put something for the Orioles. I haven't done the research. What I will tell you is I did go through the slate and I didn't like anything else so far, but that could change. So let me take a look here. So no, nothing for the Orioles is coming up. So who are they playing against? Let's see, Orioles. They're playing the Blue Jays. So yeah, business partners going on the opposite side. So no, I would stay away from the Orioles. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And when you please see my videos, I would appreciate a comment or a like. That's the only way that this is going to work out, is, even make to be spending all this time creating these videos, creating this content. Is the only way this is going to work is if I get the appreciation in the form of likes, comments, and shares. So I do appreciate every one of you. Again, I share a lot more stuff on these lives, just because you're putting, just to show you that I do appreciate your time. All right, guys, thank you so much. Let's have a great season for baseball, and let's continue crushing it in the NBA. Thank you.